Welcome back, guys. Monday morning, we are in the yard. We've got machines moving today, fencing starting, and this weekend we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new, welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Never really thought it was going to grow like that, but yeah, it's great. Hopefully we'll get some good content for you this year. And I'm just going to deal with Beef, who's just turned up in the yard, get his machine moved, get that down to the Gouda site. So let's go. Just got the forwarder on. Shoot this down to Gouda tonight, and then whackers on the Mog, ready to go down tomorrow morning. Yeah, moves are on. So I've just come down to see Callum, see how he's getting on. Seems to be making good progress. I'm guessing we've got a chain off or new chain. Always going to the loo because the machine's parked up. We'll go down, find him, see how he's getting on. Yeah, it looks unreal. Harvest is natural habitat. quick fill up for the harvester. Border is ready to go. Cal's just cutting the access rack in down the side of this wood, so we can now start pulling the timber out, getting out to the landing site. We'll just go up and see how Nate's getting on with that. He's been clearing that out, ready for timber. The cow's going to work his way down to here, along the edge of the block. Going to punch a hole through there between those two trees of tape. Got an old crossing point already in. Probably going to stack a bit of timber kind of in here to help the corner out. And then it's straight up the track and we're going to find Nate. Going well. I felled that line of spruces yesterday. That's where the landing site's going. Wash off. Whack is having a 1,000-hour service quick. Freshen her up. And there's Nath up there carrying on dropping them. So I'm just back at the yard now. You've just seen a little check up on Cal. We've just moved the digger down to Gouda's site to help push in some trackside trees that are heavily weighted. I've just been putting the hook lift trailer on the mog to go up to the boys in Sevenoaks, and one of the airlines is just broken. So I'm just about to go and try and find an airline. I'm hoping we've got a local lorry place just down the road. I'm hoping they're going to have one in stock. So shoot down there, grab that, get that fitted, get out to the boys in Sevenoaks, get chipping.
Just leave a bigger hinge. Yeah, boy. Spot on.
Morning guys, it's Tuesday morning here, just on my way to see Christian and Nathan, who are on the site we started the other week, which was removing a load of conifers and stump grinding in preparation for new boundary fencing to be put in. So let's go see how they're getting on. Right, here we are. Starting to look a bit different. I'll put in a little flashback of what it was looking like at the start. Nathan working hard, digging some holes. So that's coming right to the end here. Picket fence in there. And eventually it's going to make a nice little driveway. Progress.
The boys have just shut off to get some more material. But yeah, it's getting there. Left that pile of soil so we can trim it all back in once we've got the gravel boards in. Get it to the right level. That's getting there. Nice bit of extra garden and a bit of parking. So I think Christian's plan is to get finished framing out today. Get the gravel boards on, centre pegs in, and then we'll just fly along, put the feather edge on with the nail gun tomorrow. But yeah, looking good. All the frames are up. He's just marking out, ready for boarding. Get the feather edge in. Hopefully digger down here this afternoon. Get this levelled out and tied in, remove the leftover soil. And then we just got to finish off with a bit of picket fence in that gap. And job done. We are back at Sevenoaks. Started some phase 2 works here. So the boys just been dropping that conifer you can see behind, that's all that's left standing. Gonna get all this cleared up and chipped. Casey's just flipping the winch over so that's out of the way for the digger. Yeah, get it filled up.
Day 2 back on site, fence is in, looking real smart. Slight problem though, when this house was built, this was a security fence, and that is a slight problem. So we've got the old hydraulic whacker in, get all that out to try and get that out, level all this off. The job's a good one, but yeah, slight obstacle to overcome.
Six o'clock, just finishing off. It's all boarded. This post was still in the floor, probably see from the earlier video, and there was about 2 cube of concrete on the bottom of that, so it created a bit of a big hole in there. That's where all this stuff's come from. So tomorrow we'll be back, get all the concrete out of there, skim off with the topsoil, and then we can put the picket fence in down the end there, and then that will be job done. So yeah, trying to do it well and trying to do it properly. There's probably a lot of other people that would have cut that post off on the floor, left the concrete, which was not even 100 mil under the surface, grass wouldn't have grown, then there would have been issues. So doing the job well, going above and beyond, trying to make it right. So yeah, all good. So it's Saturday morning, just having a site visit. Do you all remember the really, really wet chestnut coppice site? Look at it now. Bluebells coming through, everything greening up. Archie from Oak Farm Firewood has lent us a hand. He's taken a bit of time for processing, and he's come on track reinstatement. So as you can see, this was like knee-deep ruts through here. So we're just knocking it all back in. It's drying out really nicely. And then we're gonna go over the edge. All the brash that we used for track mat that the forwarder ran on, we're going to knock the forwarder ruts back in on the bank, and then we're going to make a dead hedge with all the waste for a bit of habitat. So that's what he's on today. He's going to come and work up and down this bank to put this right. And then we have got a footpath that runs right down that side of site through the middle that we just had to run over. There was no option. So we're going to go down, reinstate that, go and cut the steps back in down the bottom because there's steps and hand railings. And then yeah, this will be ready to settle, ready to dry out. We've got a little bit of forward and left for brash here and a bit of timber the other side, but we're just going to let this path recover and dry out. So we should be able to come back in here, no tracks on, just wheels, and just spend a couple of days pulling the last bit out. So yeah, trying to keep everyone happy. We had a parish council meeting last night that they asked if I could attend and just give a bit of information on. I was in two minds whether to go because I know how much backlash the parish council have had off this. No fault of their own, no fault of ours. Just timings were bad, and we had to get this done ready for the spring. But we went, and it wasn't too bad. A few disgruntled members of public, but managed to explain to them what the plan is and how we're going to leave it and what's going to happen. And I think we won a few people over. So all in all, I think it was a success. As much as I did get grilled for about 20 minutes, half an hour. We provided the information they wanted. So yeah, I think it was a winner. There is worse places to be sat in a digger. What a lovely view. So yeah, all of this stuff was just the tip that's been pulled off the floor, a bit of deadwood, the stuff that's been muddy and run over by the forwarder. So instead of removing it or burning it or anything like that, we'll leave it here, leave it to kind of rot down, form a bit of habitat, give the insects a place to be. Look, lettuce is helping out, picking up the sticks. So our new little pup, learning how to be on site. So yeah, I'm going to leave Arch to it. Might pop back up tomorrow on Sunday. I believe he might do a bit tomorrow. Let's see how he's getting on. But yeah, we will keep you updated. So this bit through here was a really, really wet bit. It sat wet before we were in, and just got worse and worse and worse. So we've managed to drain a lot of the water out. Managed to get some channels in and get it pushed down this hole. So that's run off. We've pulled everything into it. It is still extremely wet and squidgy under there, but if the weather stays like it is, it should start drying out nicely. we will be doing a second pass. Obviously once we forward it again, we'll have to just re-level it, but it's getting there. This is just part and parcel of the forestry life through the winter. It's all well and good making a mess, but part of this tender, part of this contract, we're contracted to actually reinstate everything. So there's no running off for us, there's no smash it up and leave it. We knew when we took this job on that we'd have to clear out whatever mess we did, and that's just part of it. That's part of our cost and part of our runnings. So yeah, it's what it is, as I say, but it'll all be right in the end. This was our kind of parking area at a point, and then this rut on this corner where the forwarder kept coming down and digging in got really deep, but all been pulled in, all levelled off. As you can see up the hill, it's a bit stony, but it'll run in, we'll track it in, get it sorted. So yeah, not sure if you remember, this is the top landing site we were using. This is like one big pond. This is where all the brush is going to go. We're going to chip in here. So we've just scratched the surface again, letting it dry out, and we'll come back over and give it another level off, compact it back in, let it harden off, and then we should be all right.
Hey guys, that is all for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Another busy week at Aztech HQ. I'm just back in the office now, just tying up a few loose ends before the weekend. Yeah, just wanted to reiterate what Adam said earlier in the video. Just a massive thank you to all of you for your support. Really appreciate it. 1,000 subscribers, first sort of big landmark that we've hit. So yeah, really pleased to hit that number, and now looking to grow and continue and bring you more good content. So anything you want to see, as always, just let us know in the comments. We're happy to show you it, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers guys.